Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
第4集真相。
Alan, shh, baby, it was just a nightmare.
Alice.
又是梦一场。
Hartman, I fell. I
我
I
干
had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
哦，这就是刚刚那个
Right
乖
now,
乖
it's
症。
very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
可以不要一直这样切换吗？搞得我好乱呐、
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television.
打
I
字
couldn't
机
think. Couldn't focus.
哇，我的装备又都不见了
The door was locked. I was a
啊，
prisoner
被关
here.
起来了。
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now?
哦，你
Feeling
看起来好
calm?
猥琐哦。
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
画面突然变清晰了，比较清晰了。
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack
哦
took，
你
them
刚刚
out
在
for
干
a
嘛？
fishing
你
trip.
是不是想对这
Except for
个
the ones who are particularly
垃圾桶做什么
vulnerable,
坏
of
坏的
course.
事情？
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
现在被我发现尴尬的叉腰了吼。好啦好啦，你继续啊，我不打扰你。
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I
哦
know，
保
I
镖
need
不
to get
在
right into
了
the，heart
我
of
可以
the
K
matter
你
as
了
quickly
哦
as。I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept
没有
this.
攻击键。
Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
真的啦，真的有 supernatural 的力量在干扰我。啊，我挡着你就出不去是不是？哎，嫩，哎，我偏要挡你嘞，怎样？嗯，打架啊，打架啊！对，这个医生怪怪的，小心菊花。哎，你怎么每个门都要锁啊？
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
哇，你走快一点呐！阅读，在你停留的黑暗背后，有个奇迹在闪闪发光。汤马士·赞恩，又是这个汤马士·赞恩，他到底是谁啊？
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us.
好像还
I
不
could
错
see。Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm
哦
coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
，Follow me。
Alan, what I'm
这
telling
间
you
也
is
很
good
大
news.
呢。
Right now we're in
这个
control.
采光很好
Every time
哎
you，have a relapse, it gets more and more
全部都
difficult to
玻璃。
resurface from the dark depths
这要
of
是
your
台风一来，
imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's
不能
very
进去。
natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
好
obviously
拜
loved
拜
his
拜
own
拜。
His
world,
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
早点
nails
休
into
息
the
啊
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
嗯，里面有人呢。
Come along. Let's go inside.
哎，两个。啊，你什么时候上来的？不要这样看着我啦。
Here's the
有护
entrance
士
to
姐
the
姐
office wing. That's for staff
啊，不
only.
是，是阿姨
You。were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
干神经病。
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry.
你是不是没被我揍过啊？
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say.
哇，
He works on video
Elbow strike.
games.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
很强
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No
虎鹤
kidding.
双擎。童子观音。哈哈，空手道。笑死！哇，这个很会唱歌。
This way?
我想看其他人啊，让我看一下还有谁。那个画家，你在画什么？
Oh, hello.
黑黑的。
I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Okay. 那外面还有谁啊？
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost.
进不去。
I'd hate to be out there tonight.
好，拜拜。呀。诶，咖啡，捡。海报。哇，不能出去！放我出去！他是要叫我这里，那我去楼上看一下。有 QR code 这少了能有什么？通常游戏里的 QR code 好像可以干什么的样子。有一杯咖啡，好啉。电视。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
哦，好哦。不能看，我还以为又会放那个奇怪的电视。
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the
欢迎来
therapy.
到
As
巨
soon as you
虎
feel
湖
up to
山
it,
庄
you。should continue.
保持耐性，专注疗法，与其姐妹疗程，流动。没有看到姐妹啊，都看到一个肥仔。姐妹了，你不要告诉我说刚刚那个护士阿姨，还有那个老太太是姐妹。你们两个不是在酒吧的那个吗？
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm
原来是
nearby.
中二老人
They
啊！
are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for,
重度痴
TLC
呆
and all
症。
that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a
好
hammer.
我赞成。
He'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny.
老当益壮呢。
Could understand the world it's like this. It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
真的。
Sane? You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget.
A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
哦，重要线索哦。
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
不能放弃。
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
we have
guys.
a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
哦，关键线索。
Notice leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just
Rock
lost
and
is
roll.
all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If
Your
you're
power.
a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
吵起来。哦，重要线索一些剧情。然后叫我去找灯泡女。灯泡女是那个餐厅里站在门口那个吗？ 那你刚刚不是在练武功？
They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
干嘛那么快赶我走？你是不是想跟我们护士阿姨调情啊？锤子的声音有够烦。逼补。喂。
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
怕。 我的房间啊，这对面这是谁？爱默生的房间。
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
感觉怪怪的，这个地图。
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
你不要找借口了，明明就是要跟那个护士阿姨调情。
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
嘟嘟嘟。先搜索一下，看有没有东西可以拿。哇，这间不给进。
It's my store. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
OK. 演唱会。
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
哦，这样杀人灭口。
Hammer's way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap.
Huh?
The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of
Oh,
Hartman's goons,
他拿真的铁锤啊！
I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
办公室在哪？
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for it.
开锁。哦，那保镖也太烂了吧！
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing
这
outside
不是
the
刚刚被
lodge.
龙卷风卷走
I
的那
knew
个
the
人吗？
man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
等一下再放你出去。
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
哦，画的真好。
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much.
you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh? 臭医生。好了，叫你出来了。
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to
恶
see
趣味。
you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Next door.
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
真坏。你卡住了啦！哦，完蛋！完蛋！完蛋，卡住了。哦，还好。
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Ooh. 哦，黑暗力量 ，Supernatural。我那个办公室还没捡东西呀、啊！不对不对，我们现在没有手电筒。啊，露出来了，它伸出来了，快跑啊！哇哇哇哇！全世界都在动。哦，还好它只是飘而已。